Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Joe. And in today's lesson, what I want to do is teach you how to have a fun classroom. So this one could be for teachers, but it could also be for learners if you want to see how you can contribute to fun classrooms. All right? And always it's good for listening because I'm going to do a lot of talking. All right? I'm going to show you some things that I do in my classes to help students relax and help them motivate them to want to contribute and engage and speak. So I'm going to give you some techniques to help your classes. Also, if this is your first time here, I want to say welcome. My name is Joe. I teach English to foreign students at a university in Canada. And I've been teaching since 1995, so I got quite a bit of experience in the classroom. And if you want to improve your English and get better at grammar and speaking, listening, everything, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell down below. That will notify you whenever I upload a new video, just like this one. Okay? So the first thing I want to talk about before I get into my activities is my general game plan of how I teach classes. English classes can be super boring and a lot of students can hate them. Okay? That is the truth. Okay? What would you rather do? Sit in a class for 3 hours and study grammar, or go to a movie? Or go play games with your friends, all right? I don't blame students for being bored because studying can be boring, all right? So what I do is I am very open and honest with my students. I tell them when the test is going to be, all right? If we're going to have a test next week or in 2 weeks, whenever. I tell them what pages or what chapters of our book is going to be on the test. All right? All right? I hate surprise tests. I think that's garbage. I never do that. So I tell them what we have to do, how we have to get ready, and when it's going to happen. So we know that all along. I write it up on the board. Everybody can see it. They can take pictures, whatever. So I tell them if we finish all the work we have to do, then we have time in class to do some fun stuff. And that's super important. It's important because students love fun stuff. They love games. They love movie clips. They love talking to each other. They love having fun and laughing. That's important. The other thing is I want them to use their English, not just study about English. All right? I don't want to create students who know all the grammar terms. I want to create students who enjoy English and want to use it and feel comfortable. That's what I want. If they don't know any of the grammar terms, that's cool, right? That's just test stuff. It's not important to me. It's certainly not important to them, right? Think about your life, right? Right? Remember back to your favorite teachers. Whatever they were teaching, maybe you didn't remember that stuff, but you always remembered how you felt in their classroom. So I want students to feel welcome and relaxed, comfortable, and have a lot of fun. And the fun is in their control because they control how fast we do our work. If we do the serious work, finish it, then we got lots more time for fun, all right? So that's how I like to do it. Now, let's go on and let me tell you some of the fun things that I do, all right? One of the things I like to do, I certainly want to I give off an enthusiasm, right? I want the students to know that I'm excited to see them. And I'm not faking it. I genuinely love my students. They come from countries around the world all the way to my university classroom in Canada. I am super excited to meet them. I want to get to know everything about them, right? Because people are fascinating, all right? You just have to spend time and get to know them and talk to them. So I do that a lot in my classes. Another thing that I can do to kind of encourage them to do something, if I have two classes or different classes, I can challenge them. I can say things like, well, my other class did this and we finished it, I don't know, in about 15 minutes. I don't know if you guys can go faster than that or do better than that. I'm not sure. Let's check it out. And a lot of times the students, you can't use this for every exercise, but a lot of times students will get up for that challenge. They want to do it. Yeah, we want to beat those other guys. All right, so that's something you can do. Another thing that students absolutely love is when I make mistakes, and I do it a lot. Sometimes I do it accidentally. Sometimes I do it on purpose. I'll write something up on the board. I'll misspell it. I'll leave out a word. That happens. It's natural. So when students do that, when they point it out and they say, teacher, didn't you misspell that? I'll go, oh my God. Like, I will overplay it. I'll act so embarrassed and they'll laugh at me, right? There's no problem. I am good at playing a fool and making fun of myself. So if you're comfortable doing that, you can use that, right? You don't have to be embarrassed. Everybody makes mistakes. And when you show students that you can make mistakes and still be happy, still be do what you have to do, it shows them, hey, it's okay to make mistakes. Don't worry about it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Here's a couple of games that I really love to play if we have time. It's called My Word. And what I do is I hand out a piece of paper to everybody, or scrap paper, doesn't matter. And we're going to think of a category. For example, Christmas. And I'm going to write down on my piece of paper, I'm going to write 5 words. I'm going to go slowly and write 5 words. Okay? So I go slowly. It takes about 30 seconds, 40, a minute, right, to write my words. During that time, the students are writing as many words as they can about Christmas. Okay? So I'm only writing 5. They are writing as many as they can. Okay? You understand? And then when I'm finished my 5, I say, stop. And then I tell them my 5 words and they get 1 point for every word they had the same as me. All right? So it's a vocabulary challenge. Can they match my words? And a lot of times students will ask questions. Well, is gift the same as present? Right? Is decoration the same as ornaments? And they're using English and they're talking about vocabulary because they want to win the game. But while they're doing that, they're learning. Their brains are connecting words and everybody else is listening and they're arguing. So, no, teacher, don't let him get extra points for that. That's not the same. And then well, why do you think it's not the same? Right? So all of a sudden, we're having a big debate and argument, fun, but it's in English and they love it. Another thing we can do is it's my word, but it's ESP. So ESP, extrasensory perception, try to read people's minds. So I put them into partners across, right? Somebody from that corner and somebody from this corner. Somebody over there, far apart. I say, okay, we're going to write about whatever category, cars, traffic, shopping, whatever category you want. I'm going to give you 2 minutes or 1 minute. Write down as many words as you can. And we go, and they write fast. When they're finished, they get together and see how many they had the same. Some groups will have very few. Oh, we only had 2 the same. And other groups will have a lot of words. Oh, we have 7 the same. They're the super group. And then you do it again, and they have a challenge to see if they can beat that other group. Who gets the highest score? So you're just doing this thing and you're gamifying vocabulary. So to gamify means to turn it into a game. Make it fun for students. What's another one? Here's one that I love. This is called reading, all right? A lot of times we open our textbook and there's a paragraph or there's a page that we have to read. Students hate this. They hate reading. And more than that, they hate reading out loud. But I want to hear them. I want to hear their pronunciation. I want to hear their fluency, because I can help them if I know their problems. So what we do is we're going to go one by one, and each person reads a sentence. Okay? So I'll go first because I'm the best reader. I'll read sentence number 1. And then the student that's up here, I'll say, who do you think is the second best reader? I'm the best reader. Who's the second best reader? Now that student has friends in class, and it's kind of fun to put your friend on the spot. So say, oh, Jenny is the best. And I'll say, okay, Jenny, you're the second best. That's really nice. But Jenny's upset because she doesn't want to read, but she has to now. Jenny, I want you to read the second best, right? The second sentence. So Jenny will read the second sentence. And then Jenny gets to choose who reads the third sentence. And the next person gets to choose who reads the fourth sentence, right? So they're all turning around and telling their friends. And when it's their turn to choose, everybody's got their head down. Don't choose me. Don't choose me. And it's really funny. And then if somebody gets lost, if they're not paying attention and they don't know what sentence they're supposed to read, then that person has to read 2 sentences. Ha! And another way you can make it more fun is read the sentence normally, but the last word, you say it in a funny voice. So I get my students to say, all right, everybody say the last word and pretend you are an old man, like you're a grandfather or great-grandfather. So they have to read their sentence, something, it is important to go shopping before Christmas. So imagine you have a bunch of students, right? They could be any grade, any level, any age. And they have to pretend with their voice like that. Everybody laughs. It's fantastic. So when you do that, we've just changed a boring reading activity into something that is a lot of fun. Okay? All right. So, this video is already over 12 minutes. I've got other activities, so I'll have to make another video another time. But those are some fun things that you can do to help your students relax, help them to use English in a fun way, and just play with it. Just gamify and have fun in your classrooms. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, write them down in the comments. I'll write back. Also, if you have any suggestions for videos you want me to make, tell me in the comments, all right? I love getting your feedback. Also, remember to check underneath the video for my links for more learning, right? Extra learning links to videos and courses and books, everything, all right? And if you're not too tired and you want to watch more videos right now, right? I'm going to probably put some links, and there's going to be videos popping up here, there, right? Around my head, maybe blocking me out. But you can watch those too and learn some more. All right? So bye for now. I hope you really enjoyed this lesson.